and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a beauty basics, and today's focus is going to be brows. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how I shape my brows. Yeah. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. All right, so I'm just gonna start off by taking our spoolie, and basically I'm going to brush the brow kind of upwards like this to make it look really, really lovely. And I hope that this is in focus. All right, so once I have the brow kind of brushed up, I'm gonna take my shears and basically I brush the brow hairs up and kind of hold them with the spoolie and just trim away any of the hairs that are wild like that there. And already you can see that that has made a huge difference just versus this lovely brow here. Okay. The front. I'm going to take my little brow shapey razor. You can get these pretty much anywhere. Walmart has them, Sally Beauty Supply has them, you can get them online. You can probably get them online for even cheaper than you get them at Walmart. I don't actually know. These ones are just the, I think it's Trim is the brand, and they're from Walmart. So first things first, I'm going to just clean up the very top of my brow. The biggest tip I can give you for the tops of your brows is do not pluck them. I only ever, and you'll see how I do it, but I will only ever shape with the little razor, just because I don't know, if you pluck, you can really ruin the natural shape of your brow, which is what has happened to mine, and it's been a process trying to get them back to normal. But yeah, so I just kind of take the razor and I just brush it along the very top of the brow, and I stop when I hit the actual brow. It's just to clean up any of those little kind of baby, little peach fuzzy hairs. All right, so my memory card filled up and I don't actually know when it stopped recording. I'm not gonna lie, I was a hairy child, okay? And I had issues with a bit of, not necessarily, it wasn't a unibrow, but it was definitely, my brows were very close together. And at the time, I didn't even know what tweezers were. Yeah, this is embarrassing, but so I used just like not a brow shaper, but like an actual razor blade, and would like pull my skin up and take the razor blade and just shave right down here. So I will actually use the brow shapers on a daily basis just to clean up any little unibrow hairs that I got if I see any little ones sprouting. Okay, I will start going in with my tweezers. So I always make sure that my tweezers have been sanitized. So I'm just spraying them with some 99% alcohol, because you don't want any nasty brow bacteria all up in there. So the biggest thing, so like obviously down here you can see that these hairs here need to be obviously cleaned up. When you get closer to the actual, to like your defined brow, that's where you need to be careful, and you have to almost strategically think about, okay, what is my brow gonna look like if I remove this hair? And I tell you that because if you can see on this side here, right in here, you can see that my brow is very sparse. That was from when I was in school, and yeah. So when we were in school, my teacher did one brow and a student did the other, and that was our way of practicing. And this was the side that the teacher did, and she plucked Let's see if I can show you. Too many hairs right there. And that is why when my brow is in its place, it's very sparse there because those hairs never grew back. And as much as I try, I leave that area alone because I'm still trying to get them to grow back. And I went to school in 2012, so I don't think they're gonna come back completely ever. So just be careful because every hair counts. Every hair makes a difference. And even if you don't think that's true, trust me, it's true. So I'm just gonna start with this guy. And I typically, when I am doing my brows, I'll start at the edge and work my way in. And right now I'm just cleaning up any stray hairs. I'm not altering the shape at all at this point. Also, it's a good idea to keep a paper towel or a tissue at hand to wipe or to get rid of any of the hairs that may get stuck on your tweezers. And just take your time with this. I have some very fine hairs closer to my eyelid, and I will make sure that I'm actually grabbing just the hair instead of pinching your skin, because that's not fun either. So just take your time with it. It's not a process that you should be rushing. Also, if you find that your tweezers are not grabbing as well, it might be time to get them sharpened. So that is a good tip. Ooh, I've got some paper towel in there. As for my favorite tweezers, these ones were just 99-cent ones I got at Sally's a little while ago because I can't find my good tweezers right now. Actually, I think I might know where they are, but if you're looking for a very good pair of tweezers, Tweezerman is what I would recommend, because they have a lifetime guarantee on their tweezers. So if you ever need them sharpened or anything ever happens to them, you send them to them and they will fix them, basically, or sharpen them for free. Oh my goodness. Another thing, if you're having trouble catching the hairs, what I do is I'll start kind of away from it and flick it up with the edge. All right, wow, I'm having a lot of camera trouble today. Yeah, so I will try to flick up the hair with just the edge of my tweezers and then grab it and then pull it out in the same direction that it's growing. Also, the closer you can grab to the root of the hair, the less it will be painful. Another good tip is to do this right after you get out of the shower because your pores will be open. All right, so now that that is done, I'm just gonna clean up the middle, and I usually do this super quick because these hairs have been, they get plucked fairly often because I'm always doing touch-ups here in this area. I don't do as many touch-ups on your lid or on your brow bone and lower down closer to your lid. The skin is a lot more sensitive here than it is here, so I can be a little bit rougher in this area. So once I get the main middle section cleaned up, then we can start with shaping. And when shaping the eyebrows, there are 3 main points you need to keep in mind. And that is, how far away should your brows be from each other? How far to the side of your face should your brows be, and where is the arch? Where should the arch be located? This is my good brow, and it's luckily the brow that's facing the camera, so I will show you on here. But basically, if you take your spoolie and place it to the side of your nose here, your brow should begin at that point, straight up from your nose. So that's where your brow should begin on either side. From that same point on your nose, if you put it straight through, if you're looking straight into a mirror, your brush should hit right where your pupil is, and then wherever your spoolie is touching your brow, that should be the highest point of your brow. And then if you move it more to the outer corner of your eye, that should be where your brow ends. And as you can see, mine is a little bit short, but it's okay. So now that we know how the brow should be placed, I'm just gonna go in, and then also, you know, this has a lot to do with personal preference, but I feel like a lot of people are scared to do their own brows, and you don't need to be, because it's not that scary. You just need to be mindful when you do it. Look, I don't want these hairs that are lower down on this side. I don't know if you can see them, but I'm just gonna go in and mindfully pluck them away. Just those few. Now, I don't know how well you're gonna see this. Let me try to zoom in more. Like right here, I'm taking this particular hair. Do you see me holding this hair? So what I'll do to kind of test it, I'll pull it down to the side here and see if it leaves any large gaps in your brow. If not, I'll just pull it away. I really hope that you can actually see me doing that. And then there's some little baby ones. And when I'm saying baby hairs, I mean these like really super fine brow hairs. So I'm just kind of pulling those away. And then I'm gonna grab, okay, here's a good example. If I pull this one away, you can see that the shape of the brow changes. It gives it kind of more of like a squared off look, and I don't want that. I want it to be very soft through here. So I'm gonna leave those ones. And then I'm just gonna brush these kind of down as to where they would sit if I had like a brow gel through them. And take a look. Take a look in a far mirror, and I could do a little bit more of an arch here. I think I might, just because this side does have such an arch. The only reason I've been leaving it is because of that whole situation. So I'm gonna go in and pluck away. All right, and now I'm gonna go into this side. Whew. This side is a lot more sensitive than that side. Okay, can you see how the shape is kind of got that dip in it here now, right? So to fix that, we just kind of have to figure out which hairs are creating that shape. So I think it's those guys there. So then I'm just gonna go in and slowly, because you don't want to over pluck. Ooh, this eye is really sensitive, I don't know why. Oh gosh, okay. And just figuring it out. I think the biggest thing with your brows is you just really need to be patient. All right, wow, I am having some real trouble today with my memory cards. Anyways, so yeah, that is the finished brow with no makeup at all. So yeah, I don't think I even mentioned that. You should definitely do this without makeup on. So yeah. I am gonna go and do a full face, and I will see you guys in a minute. Alright, and that is the finished look. I hope that this video was in focus, and I hope that you guys learned a little bit about how to do your brows at home today. So yeah, let me know what you guys would like to see next in the comments down below, or shoot me a message on Twitter or Instagram. And yeah, that's about it. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye! For today's video, we are going to be doing my current foundation routine.